Ralph Sutton is going to be the reason me and Marv get our $5.5 million mansion. We're going to get a houseboat. Right now, it's parked over in Miami at the docks at Miami. But you know what? It's a nice houseboat. It's a real nice houseboat. It's the windows are hurricane proof. I'm wondering if the windows are hurricane proof, then why are the boat controls out on the deck? That doesn't exactly make any sense. But we'll talk to the realtor about this. Me and Marvel sort it all out.
We'll
We have
figure
our
it out.
new empire. Yeah, we're gonna. I think I said we should get two of them. He's saying we'll just split the boat. He'll have we'll decide who gets the top half. I think I want the top half because I'm gonna be sunning my nuts more than you. But
You are.
yeah, I heard sunning the nuts. It helps with the everything. So I'm gonna get into that. We're gonna get a houseboat.
That is why the control unit is outside. That is why it's outside. It's so you can multitask. So you can control the boat and sun your nuts at the same time.
No, but remember the control module is off to the side of the crew quarters.
Not everybody needs to see your nuts.
That's on the second deck. That's on the.
I'm pretty sure you want.
It's very inside baseball.
Is it inside baseball? Because we're explaining it pretty well.
Nobody else saw the video. It's very inside baseball.
Well, maybe
we have a dream, people. We want a houseboat.
Marv was looking up mansions because we had a big interview last week with Ralph Sutton. That's supposed to be a big thing, I guess. I guess he's the S. Is the S in gas?
Yeah.
Gomez and Sutton.
He's finally getting there.
I thought there was more to it than that.
No.
That sounds dumb.
It is.
But he was a cool guy.
Yeah, he was pretty manly. Look at Abigail rolling her eyes at us. I can almost hear it. It's incredible.
So hard, but it's fine.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but it's patriarchy time. Silence her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just silence women. It's fine.
No, Marv, you have the power. You have co-host power. You can actually.
I did. I mean, she can undo it. No, she's so powerful. Men and women are equal. Holy shit! I learned
something.
Trying
to undo that for centuries.
I can also mute men. Shut up, Devin.
Hell yeah.
Moment.
That's how we start this shit. Hell yeah.
Fucking hell. Anyways, but yeah, Marv was looking for mansions. He was going 20 million. I was like, let's go 5.5 houseboat. And then we were discussing how we move it from Miami to California because we'd have to drive through the Panama Canal with this thing, right?
Yeah.
The address says Miami. The boat lives around
dying.
Florida. All right, it doesn't. You see us dying?
Yeah, I think we're gonna die, dude. Quite honestly.
That's why we get two. That's why. Cross your fingers again.
Let's die alone, either of us. That's also a good plan. I like it.
If we get two of them, then it's that's double protection because it's
we have no nautical knowledge.
Hurricane. That's why we have to hire crew. Why do you keep saying it has to be us alone, sunning our nuts and then cooking for ourselves? What is this? Eat, pray, love on a boat? I want a chef.
Yes.
I want a chef.
Damn it. Oh, fine. You can have your. You know what? Get your own damn boat. Get your chef. I'll do my own thing. Okay.
What are you shaking, Abigail? Ropes?
I'm sorry, you need help with knots. I got you.
Oh hell yeah!
I thought they were jiggling sex toys. I got.
Can you fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you teach me so that I can get a fish?
In Girl Scouts.
Hell yeah!
Fish?
I want to learn. I want to be able to provide for myself.
What's the difference between a carp and a salmon, Abigail?
So it's fun.
No, what's the difference between a carp and a salmon?
Salmon.
I love that she has to smell her fucking bondage set. He's like, hold on, wait, was this the
bondage?
Hold on, let me check.
Fishing.
Yeah, sure.
So I feel like a salmon is hunted by bears, and
I feel like you're full of goddamn shit, and our first comic is not full of shit. I bet you if we asked her if she fished and she gave us an answer, it'd be truthful.
Yeah.
Yes, to
That's why they call her the truth.
Around the house because all the doorknobs are soaking wet with saliva. Let's open my.
every week the intros get better and better.
Got it.
All right. How is everyone?
Good.
I don't care. This is about me. So I had a date with this vegan guy, but he canceled. Turns out vegans don't like to hurt animals, but have no problem hurting me. Am I not a mammal? I mean, I wear a lot of leopard. I don't know. The only time my other vegan date ate meat was when I was all dressed in leopard. All right, that was a new tag. Cool, didn't work. All right. So I was talking to my therapist a lot about my ex, and she got so sick of it that I could tell she muted me because she was just like overly nodding. And I'm like, should I kill myself? And she's like, yeah, she muted me. That's so unprofessional. Like, my insurance is paying her a lot of money to listen to me. Okay. So my dad was telling me what's happening in the news, and he said the Jews are like bombing this really holy mosque in the Middle East. And I was like, oh no, that's really horrible. And he's like, yeah, and what's worse is that they didn't take off their shoes. How is that worse? You want them to be respectful murderers? This is just for information. All right. Okay, so this Muslim guy I was talking to was like, oh, I really admire you. You're really a strict Muslim because you're not dating. And I was like, oh, I'm not dating because I'm a strict Muslim. It's because I'm not desirable.
Oh.
All right, cool. More information out there. All right, so back to the vegan guy. So he canceled the date through my sister, and like he has my number, and I was like, that's fine. It's to match your personality. Like he was wearing, I missed the part. So he was wearing these really hot pink sneakers, and he canceled through my sister. So I think it was to match his personality, being a little bitch. You tell I'm having some issues. I think I should see my therapist twice a week, but my insurance doesn't cover that. So, okay, so like since my breakup, I've been having a lot of I've been reading a lot of those inspirational quotes to try to make me feel better, and I really like believe in them. They're really great. Like one of them is, waiting is a sign of true love and patience. Anyone can say I love you, but not everyone can wait and prove it's true. But like, why won't John call me back? Cool. So this is just therapy now. All right. So my mom wanted a haircut, but she didn't want to go to a salon. She wanted me or my sister to cut it, for some reason. And so, yeah. So my dad was like, don't ask Amira that went to hair school, dropped out, but still went. She cares too much about messing up. Ask your other daughter, Yasmin. She doesn't give a shit how you look. So my mom's like, she looks like Mo from the Three Stooges. She's like a 50-year-old with a bowl cut. Why is everyone laughing silently? What is this? All right. All right. Oh, I had a new one coming up. Okay, so I was eating like this muffin and pizza and stuff. And I was getting really full. And my sister's like, oh, that's very gluttonous. And I was like, no, they're gluten-free. Okay. So I've heard you have to put yourself out there to find someone, but I'm afraid to leave the house, so I expect the same results. But keeping myself in there. Why can't all the guys just come to me like a speed dating, but in my living room? No, okay. People are like, no, you gotta leave the house. Okay. Okay. So me and my ex we broke up, and he was like, so we're cool, like we're just gonna be friends. And I'm like, yeah, we're so cool, we're frozen, but I can't let it go. Let it go. Well, that's how you want your friendship to be, right? Frozen. It's a good thing. Wendy's meat isn't even frozen. It's always fresh. I wish our friendship was like Wendy's meat. But not the chili, because that's gross. Okay. So my sister's been trying to be a comedian lately, and she's not funny at all. So I was like, oh, are you wasting your time because clearly you don't care about your time being wasted because you got a psychology degree. Because you can't do anything with psychology degree. It's not funny if I have to explain it. All right, moving on. This guy asked me out like 20 minutes from when he was talking to me, and I was like, "What? You expect me to drop my knitting needles and my 7th glass of orange juice? I'm busy." Okay, so there's this book. It's a really waste of time. So it tells women that they're supposed to pretend they're busy for 3 days, and then they can go out with the guy. It's really worked wonders on my dating life, as you can tell. I'm sad and lonely and 32. But still happy because I'm smiling through the whole set. Okay, so I'm going to end on this last joke. Hopefully it's a good one. So I'm obviously having trouble finding a Muslim guy or any guy, a breathing guy. So I'm going to trick guys into becoming Muslim. We have to pray 5 times a day. So I'm just going to tell them there's a new type of yoga. So instead of reading chapters from the Quran, we're just doing mantras. And we're like, doing child's pose and chair pose. We're facing towards Mecca, but it's not prayer. Don't worry. They're like, why does this bacon taste weird? Because I'm switching it to turkey bacon. We're not allowed to have meat, pig stuff in our, Anyway, and I'm like, oh, we're using a new kind of butter. Okay, well, that's funny and not really. Bye.
Thanks for coming to the hot mess open mic. Yeah. Marv, if we had to start a religion, because there was one movie where they just imply that there's the only religion left in the world is just Batman. It's just the Church of Batman. Like, what do you think the Church of Batman's first couple tenets would be?
Just justice.
Just
it's just a big sign that says justice.
Just like justice, as long as they can eventually walk. Like, is that the kind of
yeah?
Like, how many people has Batman paralyzed? Come on. Like, he hasn't killed a lot of people, but
no, but he's pretty ruthless.
He's pretty
ruthless.
There's a reason Bane broke his back. He's like, dude, how many backs have
to my brother? Yeah,
yeah.
That's the part they cut out.
Yeah, my third cousin, he broke his back, and now he can't provide for his family. Crime or not, that's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, relax, Bat bro. God in heaven.
Yeah, that'd be pretty brutal, though.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think everyone it'd be acceptable to wear the cowl, or what's their religious accoutrement?
Ooh, dude, it would be like those weird bunny ears that weebs wear, but only with bats.
Because I feel like the full cowl would be
insane,
cumbersome.
He used it again. I like that word now.
Yeah, that was our Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yeah,
I taught Marv the word cumbersome, and he loves it a lot. You know who else also loves the word cumbersome? Do an intro for the next person.
I don't know who the next person is, but I'm assuming he loves the word cumbersome based on the fact that he seems older than 32. So here goes Bob Grunfest.
You know who the least cumbersome comedian I know, Bob.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for coming. You get 6 minutes.
How many other people have a paperback copy of the Quran sitting on the printer?
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
How many? None. Anyway, great to be here. My name's Bob. Say hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hello, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
I came up with a new drink that I like to drink at parties to feel inclusive. It's called Gender Fluid.
Oh.
It's hard, it's wet, it's made with real gender too. And after you've had a few, you can go to any bathroom you want. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. At age 4, I hit my head on the driveway. It's okay. Luckily, it didn't have any lasting effects. And then when I was 4, I hit my head on the driveway, but it didn't have any lasting effect. I was at my bank website the other day, and it said that my password was disabled, which I thought was highly insensitive. Disabled? I mean, are we still using that word? What's next? Handicaps lock was off? What if I said your website was retarded? You feel good now? Yeah, you feeling good about that? My password was in the Paralympics, bud. It also said that my password had to be case sensitive and use a special character. So you call my password disabled, but now I have to be sensitive and recognize differences? What's this? All cases matter? Give me a headache. You know, speaking of, painkillers are interesting because they are the only drugs we cut in half. I mean, you'd never take half a Viagra. Who wants half an erection for 2 hours? I mean, what do you do with that? I mean, you could lick the pill and get 10 minutes, I think. Right? Or, you know, you don't cut LSD in half and take half a trip. Yeah, we were on this unicorn in a rainbow field, but we had to take the bus back. And I'm wondering why younger people especially take Adderall or Ritalin recreationally. I mean, what's the point? You know, when I was a kid, we took magic mushrooms, and after 30 minutes, rainbows would shoot out of our mouths. But Ritalin? I mean, what do? Take one, and 30 minutes later, you write a great essay? You were talking about teachers before. You know, teachers like to play a game based on student behavior. At the elementary level, it's called ADHD, or is it too much sugar? In the middle school, it's called ADHD, or is it too many hormones? In the high school, we call it ADHD or cocaine. You'd be surprised how many times it's ADHD. I was listening to a rapper named Offset, listening to new music. Nice to name yourself after a printing process. I imagine some of the other rappers around him on his label are named Lithograph, Mimeograph, Etch, maybe Etch a Sketch. You could pick him up and shake him and he'd forget the lyrics. You could play a festival called Cardstock. My rapper name is Paper Jam. My wife is Dot Matrix. You know, I've been eating a lot of Frosted Flakes for many years, but I think it might be time to move on to a breakfast cereal meant for someone older than 7. So I came up with my own high fiber Lucky Charms with Metamucil Moons, spinach stars, and kale clovers. And for those who need a less resistant cereal, there's now soft enamel Rice Krispies. We replace Snap, Crackle, and Pop with Nap, Krabby, and what? When you pour milk on it, it makes the sound you make when you get up. All conveniently located on the lower shelves. I bought some of these, and they actually have prizes in the box, which is great. So in one of them, I got a tennis ball with the bottom, you know, cut out so I could put it at the bottom of my walker. And then with the other ones, I got a Miracle Ear, but just the left one. To buy more cereal, I guess. So Mrs. Bob and I were married 31 years this past June. We have marriage longevity in my family. My parents' anniversary is Christmas Day, while the rabbi was available. And they've been married 66 years. Their marriage is eligible for Medicare. And people ask me, what's my secret? Hydration. Marriage is a marathon. So you're going to want to have essentials at the ready, like water, Gatorade, Jameson. I mean, how are you going to defend not taking out the garbage when you're parched? And how are you going to get that second orgasm with cotton mouth? But Mrs. Bob and I do have our signals to tell the other we're in the mood for, conjugal activities. Saying I want to have conjugal activities with you now is probably the most direct. But we also have signals for when we don't want to engage in conjugal activities. So if Mrs. Bob is sitting on the couch watching Love It or List It on HGTV, there will be no conjugal activities. My signal for not wanting to have conjugal activities is I'm not home. Thanks very much. I think that's my time.
Thanks for coming, Bob. Tell Mrs. Bob we say hi. At the Hot Mess Open Mic.
I will do that.
Mrs. Bob. Yeah, that's my favorite thing. That's pretty good.
Bob. If you don't have Mrs. Bob merch by the end of the month, you're missing out.
Yeah.
You got to get on that right away.
I'll take a hoodie.
You're just like going to open mics, like, and I have Mrs. Bob merch in the back.
No, he'll be informing people it's sold out already. It's Mrs. Bob merch,
man.
Dude. Have some respect.
You can find it on
Hey,
eBay.
let's see who. Thanks for coming. Before we get our next, we get that gross Canadian up. Wait, is there any German news?
Not
No German
really.
news.
No, nothing's happening here. Time is standing still.
Yeah.
People
standing
drowned or
still.
something.
You got bullied by nature. That was pretty funny.
I did. Nature is an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
You know what I
Mark tried to
nickname
do an
my
outdoor gig,
asshole.
and you got monsoon.
What do you wait, hold on. I want to hear his
Uh-oh.
nickname for his asshole.
Jesus,
How'd
is
you
hell
know
on
what I
earth.
nicknamed my asshole?
Oh, nature?
Mother nature.
Oh.
That's where logs come from.
I really let you interrupt us because I thought you were gonna say something funny.
No.
But here we are. It's cool.
I'm getting real close to treating you like a Tom Myers. I'm getting real.
Yeah.
Were you here last week, Devin?
No, I think I missed last week.
Did you see Tom Myers?
No, I don't think
That
so.
was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Was it 2 weeks ago?
It was 2 weeks ago.
I don't know. Dawn's been gone for like
the important
2
thing
years.
is I'm being compared to somebody memorable.
No, he.
Well,
no,
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
have given that honor, Devin.
Yeah, no.
Somebody.
Can we remove him? This was a bad idea. I
He's up
apologize.
next. He's up next.
Oh.
According to your list.
So you want to just like walk back and just let him do his thing? Want to just
No, I'm just like, let's talk
okay? But
about
we
this,
gave him the
Devin.
spotlight and he did that. Like, does that
Let's
deserve
talk
a
about
real
this,
intro?
Devin. Let's talk about this, Devin. Why
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
disrespecting us with your buttons?
Yeah, dude. What up?
Why are you disrespecting us with your buttons?
Just you two. Everybody else in the crowd is loving it, is what I tell myself.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's ask.
So, yeah.
Let's find out.
So why do you fix bikes, Devin? Is it because you're broken
can't
inside?
fix myself.
Yeah. Is that why? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
That's
reuse
okay.
my joke from earlier.
It's
So
called a callback.
It's called you're not getting an
Right.
intro.
yeah,
A little extra time, right?
starts now. Go.
It started 7 minutes ago.
We've already talked about how. You know what? We talked about some parenting. We talked about some handicapped kids. There's been spotty references, so I think it's about time to talk about my childhood.
Woo.
Let's talk about my parents there. So when I was younger, I found out my town was one of the top 10 worst high schools in the province. This is a true story. I know this because my teacher / drinking buddy / drug dealer told me this. I'm kidding about that last part. My dad's not a teacher. And he's also not my drinking buddy, apparently. All right, we're off to a good start. By the way, I can send you the link. Top 10 worst high school. That's not a joke. I looked it up. By the way, getting on the A honor roll when you're coming from that kind of school, not your proudest moment. That's like having the most teeth in a bar filled with old guys there. You know, not the biggest achievement, but hey, it's something. So I'm not very close with my dad, as you could probably tell. I think the closest I am with my dad is using him as part of my secret online bank account. Your dad is what? Absent from my life? Yet to come to one of my comedy shows? And I forgot the rest of that joke, so I'm just going to move on. The important thing is I'm damaged and it's funny. Let's talk about my mom. My mom is a very hands-on kind of woman. Very interesting growing up. So this really came out, especially after she divorced my dad. She bought her own trailer and she decorated it. Okay. So it wasn't so much ugly as it was having unrecognizable and having a theme. Like, again, this is true. She had like deer antlers in the bathroom for holding up towels. She had like drilled rocks that she picked up herself for wooden handles, for handles of the wooden cupboards. She's got hardwood floor, carpeting, laminate, and that was just one fucking room. Like, one wall had polka dots, another was mint green, another had wallpaper from the 70s. Like, my mom's trailer looked like if dyslexia was a color. Okay? It looked like if Willy Wonka went into interior decorating instead of making candy. The snozberries taste like snozberries, and my mom's walls taste like a middle-aged divorce with a midlife crisis aftertaste. So while she was showing me her new place and all these little knickknacks and home improvements, she pulled out a small little box from a knickknack in the wall, like a little tiny nook. And she pulled it out there. She was so proud of it. And inside this tiny little box was a gummy. My mom was as proud of this thing like she was fucking Golem from Lord of the Rings. They're like, it's my precious. I can't wait to use it. So, looking back at that, I think that totally makes sense because you probably could get high licking the walls of my mom's trailer because, as she proved to me, there were in fact drugs in the walls.
Yeah.
So as I mentioned, my mom was very hands-on, and I both appreciate it, but just wish she would just take a little bit more time on doing things. Like in this same home, I had to use her shower one day, and she said, "Oh, try the soap that I just made." She had a mason jar, and at least she fucking labeled it. It was a rose hip soap. It seemed pretty nice, but when I opened it up, it was just purple goo covered in mold. Yeah, it was pretty disgusting. So I couldn't tell if I was going to come out of that shower smelling like a garden flower or if I was going to get turned into a frog. Like, I was either going to wash my balls with the best homemade soap ever, or they were going to fall off due to my mom's failed bathroom experiment. Like, I couldn't tell if my mom was just like a shitty homemaker or a shitty modern day witch. I think if the timing is right, it was both. I don't know what mold turns you into a frog, Amira, but I'm pretty sure I don't want to make that mistake in trying to find out. So this all makes sense. Like, my mom was big into alternative living, reading up on old wives' tales. I'm pretty sure if I was born 20 years earlier, she definitely would have been an anti-vax mom. But that's okay. Her moldy soap would have stood for good penicillin. And growing up, like, this is a true story too. Apparently my mom used to use our dirty diapers and would wipe our face with them because she heard it was good for our complexion. So thankfully my dad had enough common sense to put an end to that shit right away, although he wasn't the brightest parent either. It's like, my dad was a little homophobic. Like, he was worried that I was going to turn out gay because I wore pink bunny pajamas when I was like a month old. Little did he know I was going to grow up with an awesome fashion sense to wear checkered dress shirts for weeks on end. So he wasn't terribly wrong. But between a homophobic father and with a son who does theater and comedy, and an evil scientist of a mom who used us as guinea pigs, I think I turned out okay. And you guys can debate that in the chat. Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming, Devin Flynn. So sad to hear. Oh, you had a dad? Oh no.
Oh, must be nice.
Oh, geez, 2 parents.
Those were
in one
bruises of
household.
love.
Oh
no.
no. What? You had a homophobic father? I didn't have one.
Aw.
Oh.
Aw.
Gay or straight, he just didn't love
Why would I
you
do
back
comedy?
there.
Why would I do comedy after that? Why would I alleviate the tension I just put there? Why would I do that?
Because it's
Why
a
would-
coping mechanism.
Maybe your dad was right. I mean, when you steal the cloth off the kitchen table and call it a shirt, I don't know. I don't know what to call that. It's not straight.
It's called
I don't know if it's gay, but it's
fashion.
not straight.
I don't know.
Who called it fashion? I mean, yeah, look at this. I can't find. No one makes shirts
You
that I
want
want.
Titman over there.
I want to hire
Titman is
someone
having
to like make.
yeah. Titman is having
I
an
like-
attack. I don't know what's
yeah.
going on.
Like in the Dark Knight movies, I was more jealous when they arrested him. It was like, we don't know where his clothes came from. I think he made them himself. I was like, what? That's awesome. He knows how to dress himself and actually cut it out and stuff.
I mean, that's a skill set, man.
I mean, honestly, that should be a tenet of the Church of Batman, because Batman also does that. If you leave out the the movies where he has the R&D guy do it for him, but in the comics, it's kind of implied him and Alfred do it, right? I don't know.
Huh.
Alfred was the real
Alfred.
hero. Fight
Yeah.
me on this.
I think,
I'm assuming.
yeah, I think Benjamin can
Did he
tell
just
us
talk
who-
again?
I think we might have to kick him.
Yeah, it
Kick
might
me
be
out?
the only way. Not you, man.
Might have to
Not
kick-
you.
no,
Not
no.
you.
Devin
No,
Flynn.
no. Devin.
Benjamin Hamilton.
Yeah.
Benjamin the Hamilton is allowed to speak whenever he wants.
Yeah.
This is new patriarchy. And
do an awesome, yeah, dude. I wish I could get Abigail to read a book about taking down the patriarchy, but she wants it. She wants to keep it up. Titman, she loves the patriarchy so much, and she wants to. I'm always like, let's talk. Let's read this book about how like accidentally, no matter what you're doing, you're perpetuating the patriarchy. But she's like, but I benefit from it so much. Like I love having damaged boys who can't actually emote any feelings besides anger, because that gives me the emotional
We're doing
I
this.
require.
Okay, let's go.
Yo, I'll
Gives me
take
the
5
emotional
minutes if
distance
you
I
like
require.
if you like write a essay on this. I will take like
Oh
4
shit,
minutes.
she's got notes, guys. She's got
I'm
notes.
just-
Get her in
just-
here.
I'm
Get
just-
her
Okay,
in
I'll
here.
do a 4-minute set.
Defend
Just
yourself.
go off on this.
Hit him. Hit him.
I'm
Go.
literally just
Unleash
riffing
it.
off of this patriarchy book.
Hell hath no fury like a woman
just
scorned.
riffing.
I want to see it.
I'm just riffing.
Right now,
You want
it's
a
live
side-
Titman versus Bronzer.
D-
Who will win?
Does Titman want a side rant set before we bring in Benjamin?
2 genders
Titman
enter,
has
1 leaves.
She has put on her glasses.
Yes.
It is getting serious.
I was just gaslighting you into doing a set. You want to do a set real quick?
I guess that's what's happening, Bontrager.
Okay, go for it. Thanks for coming to the Hot Mess Open Mic. I love to gaslight
It's like-
females and doing comedy. Thank you.
What is it about women that men are just like, I need to gaslight you so you do things for me, because otherwise, what else are you there for? Jesus
Correct.
fucking Christ, Bon. No, all right.
Oh.
Like I did just go through a fucking breakup, like the fun one, the one that made you move
What?
across the country type of fucking breakup. And like it's been interesting to deal with for sure. I'm not trying to perpetuate the fucking patriarchy, that's the fucking word. But like my first thought when I wake up shouldn't be, you know what? I should try heroin. But you know what it is? It absolutely is. I wake up in the morning and I'm just like, heroin's done some really neat things for life, and maybe I could, give it a go. Because like without heroin, we would not have Kurt Cobain. Like, whew, old Curdy, he gave us songs, he gave us music, he gave us joy, and then in turn, we got the coolest serial killer on the face of the planet, Courtney Love. And with that, we got Holla Back Girl. I don't want to alarm you guys, but I am an educator. So like Holla Back Girl is about Courtney Love. So with that, now I know how to spell bananas because I'm fucking dyslexic. So heroin is a win. And if I can one day do heroin and start like a weird rant for some girl going through a breakup to say out on stage in the streets of New York, then maybe I will feel accomplished in life, you know? I don't fucking know. I think that Charlie from Twilight is the only cop that we shouldn't say ACAB to. That's just a feeling that I have. I don't know what it is about men with mustaches, but like uncontrollably attracted to all of them. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is the patriarch. Maybe it's just like the internal misogyny that I feel every day going forward in my life. But you give me a man with a mustache, some mommy, and emotionally unavailable. Oh my God. Nothing gets me going more. So Charlie from Twilight, thank you. I would gladly have all of your children. But you know, like I'm still punk. I'm still cool. What else can I talk to you guys about? Let's give it up for our middle school bullies. That's why we're all here today. Yeah. No, I did have a middle school bully. She has told me to stop using her real name on stage, but Jessica Faircloth, if you didn't want me to use your real name, maybe you wouldn't have told me I wasn't funny at a sleepover one time, okay? All right. Like, listen, I woke up so mad over something that happened like 10 fucking years ago, and I was like, you know what? I need to see what Jessica Faircloth is doing with her life, because I'm out here in the streets of New York doing comedy, working my ass off to make people laugh for no reason other than she told me I wasn't funny one time and now it's your problem. And I found out that Jessica Faircloth fucked her stepdad. You know what? I'm winning. Me. I'm doing my best. And she's out here trying out for family pies and getting royalties. Listen, Jessica Faircloth, if you guys have a chance to listen to that theme song, it's very good. But like, I know I look like this. I have purple hair. People always tell me I have tattoos. I know I look like a degenerate, but I'm not. I really am not. I have never finished a full-length porn before. Big fan of Easy Come, Easy Go. And I really just want to know, guys, do you think that they went back to being a normal family? I don't know. All right, that's all I'm talking about. Thanks. Bye.
Woo! It wouldn't be a hot mess open mic unless you did a hot mess set. Thanks for coming, Tit.
You're welcome.
Okay, I guess it's my turn.
I needed some of that fury. I had to see the fury. I need the fury. Yeah. Do we
Trust me, you didn't want to get in between that.
Because I can give you a breather for a second, Benjamin. I can show you this boat me and Marv wanted to get. That was a great set. I knew if I provoked it, something would come out. That was beautiful. You need to clip that off and put it on your TikTok.
I love, despite everything that's happened. Oh my God, are we really doing this?
Isn't this amazing? Right? Isn't this amazing? Look at this.
I can't tell what political leaning this chat is. Like 1 minute we are like radically leaning towards the right, next minute we're left. I don't know what is happening, and now we're on boats.
It's a little bit straight down the middle, and we all want a houseboat. We all just want a houseboat. Isn't this amazing, dude? Dude, Ben, isn't this fucking killer? Look at this boat. It's a houseboat.
Ben, wouldn't you come visit us?
Ben, will you live on our houseboat with us?
Wouldn't you like come party with us?
I would party, but I wouldn't stay the night.
Yeah, but that's because
we'll
we're
drop
weirdos.
you off wherever you want. We'll drop you off wherever you want.
Well, we won't go too far from the coast. We know about the whole
outdoor boat controls is the most confusing thing about this boat. But look, it's got the pillars, and you can just kind of like literally post up wherever you want. Like you can literally put the fucking metal post in the ground, you elevate above, and we can just
wait.
If
you could put metal into the ground, what's the fuck is the point of the boat? Isn't it supposed to float if you have to put it into the ground?
It floats.
Yeah, but like if you want to chill.
It's hurricane
you
proof.
wanna
So
chill-
if the waters get choppy,
Look, do you
You
want to
wanna,
sit on a
like-
couch
yeah.
that's waving? Are you? What?
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
Why
that's
the
what
fuck am I on a
everybody's
boat if I don't want it floated and doing this shit? Like,
Huh?
I would just sit on my house
know
at
what?
home.
He's giving me a lot to think about, Bon.
we got to think about this. See, that's what we need
Yeah.
too. We need one of them that's
What about- wait,
not,
what about-
that's
wait.
not moving, and the other that is moving. What's your
See, there's a
what?
bathtub in your master bedroom, so you can like,
Oh, yeah.
bathe up there as you watch the water.
Yeah.
So like, if that waves, that might be better.
If you have a bed on a boat, technically, does that make it a water bed?
Yep, always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just more advanced. There's just more layers involved.
I think after that joke, I get like another minute taken off my mic. So
No, it's fine. We're showing you our mansion. Me and Marv are going to live on
Right.
this eventually. We decided it's cheaper than getting a $20 million mansion that doesn't move. And I think this works better. And so since we're showing people stuff on YouTube, I thought I'd show, oh, who's this studly guy?
Oh,
What?
Oh my fucking god, Bon
Oh,
Bon.
who's this guy? What?
aliens.
who's this guy
Oh,
right here?
Oh, let's see what he has to
aliens are
say.
here, man. They're here, dude. They're undercover. You better watch out. Some
What's that
people
hottie?
you meet, you might be aliens, dude.
Oh my
You know?
god.
They've been abducting us last couple of weeks, doing experiments on us, man.
Are you
Now,
not making
yesterday,
your
the
set go
abductors
before
are
his?
gone, and we kind of miss them, you know? And they've started to terraform Holly Hedges, and now it's called Holly Hatchery. Yeah, Fortnite is the future of storytelling, guys.
Fortnite.
Snuck in
That's all you
Fortnite. I did it.
know.
But anyways, I'm
Alright.
just doing this to prove to our secret act at the end that, like,
Oh,
look,
perfect thumbnail.
we have no views. Last week's stream has 7 views. My set has less views than Gregory Matthews' set at the same exact mic in real life. That's because he watched it 6 more times than I watched my video.
I'm gonna click it just for you, dude.
The one from 3 weeks ago has 3 views.
I'm gonna click it
The one from
eventually.
a
I
month
promise.
ago has 10 views. So, like, no one watches this. The one that has the most
26.
views is 56. Yeah, we got 56. We got 26.
Is
and
that the
that's
one
about
where
it.
Dawn puked on her titty? Is that the one?
So why
It
do we
is,
put it on
actually,
YouTube
it is.
then?
Huh?
Because Dawn wants to show it to her boyfriends and her future boyfriends to prove that she does something besides
Yeah,
sleep
to
in
the
her car.
lawyer. She wants to show it at
Alright.
court as proof
Evidence
of
for the
character.
counselors.
We did an
Yeah.
amazing room reset. You, Marv, bring up our next comic with all the bells and whistles, all the German bells and whistles you can fucking muster, dude.
All the I don't want to
beautiful.
scare him. What?
Scare
No,
him.
it's all right.
He hasn't
Yeah.
ran away
German-
now, he's not gonna.
German bells and no. That's
Take it as
how you
will.
start a
Take it
war.
as you will.
Man,
Just
this
make
next
this
guy,
feel welcome.
Benjamin Hamilton, I don't know. He seems kind of creeped out by us wanting him on our boat, but we'll show him. We'll show him we're chill. We'll show him. Ben,
We'll show him
Benjamin,
we're chill. That's not an intro.
do your
Start
thing,
again.
dude.
Reset.
No,
Reset.
I'm done.
You guys are good. You guys.
Think
No, it's okay.
It's
He's gonna start. Let him start.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You guys are the
God
chill
damn
whites.
it.
You guys are the chill whites, not the
Fucking
whole,
goddamn
come
it,
into
Marv.
come into my boat. It's gonna be a cruise. Psych, you're working, bitch. It's not gonna be one of those. I go.
No.
Hey,
no.
my name is Benjamin Hamilton. I just graduated college with a double bass and music education degree. Yeah. Don't get too excited. It just means that I like explaining my instrument to people, and it always ends up with singing, It just means like, oh yeah, it's the big thing in the back of those. But I use a giant wooden dead hair to make it sing. That's what I do for a job. But if you're still trying to get a vibe on me, imagine a man alone at Disneyland. That's the type of person I am. But he's like not a creep. He's just walking around, eating funnel cake, chilling. Like I've never been like a big, roller coaster guy, like ever. Like I remember my dad took me to Disney World when I was young. I only remember 3 things from that trip. It was opening the door for him in the hotel, eating a funnel cake, and being on this a little world. And my main emotion while riding that ride was, fuck this. I'm not into this. And ever since then, haven't been into roller coasters. Like my friend talked me into going into a roller coaster theme park recently. And his argument started with, I almost died on a roller coaster, and then end it with, I have decided to not be afraid of roller coasters now, which is like, okay. But I don't know. I think roller coasters kind of suck, like they take your picture in the middle of it. Like no one has time to smile. Like, what are you going to do? You're just going to get up to the top like, like what the fuck are you doing? Like, it doesn't make sense, you're gonna give you a card with your little face on it. It's just like, do you want to pay $26 to see what you look like before you die? Hey, enjoy it. It's like, I'm not gonna spend time doing this. I don't know. It's been pretty hard for Black people the last 400 years, to give or take. Like recently, Black people have been screaming into the void, and white people have responded with a resounding, yeah, okay. Like it took you guys a long time to realize your neighbor's house was on fire. Like we tried screaming, you turned up the volume on the TV, the flames got brighter, you closed the blinds, we came to the door, showed you the fire alarm. You're like, where'd you get that, buddy? There is no fire. Not in America. Not in America. I don't know what Bob Dylan was talking about. Or what was that guy's name? We didn't start the fire. It's a metaphor. Don't worry about it. It's a metaphor. I don't know. But you guys got out there. You start making change slowly, very slowly, insurmountably slowly. I don't know how or when this joke will end. But you guys brought a Whole Foods with you, which is nice. I know, Whole Foods, aka the signifier of gentrification itself. If you don't know what gentrification is, it's basically when you take a bunch of Black people and move them and then put a Whole Foods. That's basically all it is. But basically what I used to blame gentrification on, dogs. Because usually, that's the byproduct. White people move in, they start walking their dogs. Why is that? Because the dogs, whenever you pet them, they just download house flipping ideas into your brain. Exactly. So whenever you rub a dog's belly, it's just like, yes, it downloads into your brain. It's like, yeah, okay, move out the paws, renovate the bathroom, new kitchen. Oh, we're cooking with fire now. Yeah. Woo! I don't blame dogs. No, that's a lie. I don't blame dogs for gentrification. I blame Home Depot. That's right. Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardwood Store, all those renovation companies, because you can't build a Whole Foods without fucking wood. That's exactly right. They're benefiting on both sides. They're help building the Black neighborhood. Then they take out the fucking Home Depot. There's no wood to make the Black neighborhood better. And then they bring back the Home Depot. And a white guy walks into fucking Home Depot just to fucking replace a toilet. He gets into the lumber section and he starts having ideas like, took me 7 years to learn 5 things of Spanish, but I might fuck around and make me a new biblioteca. He walks out with a new idea for an entire new neighborhood. It's fucking Home Depot. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. And you know what? Fuck it. We'll go in there. And you know what? That's the end of my set because I'm too goddamn mad to talk about anything. Fuck you, Bob. I don't like how you looking at me. This is Benjamin Hamilton. I don't have dogs. Stop. Open the fucking window. And why am I talking a New York accent? Bye.
Open the window. Fuck
you, Bob.
Dogs. I'm walking here.
Bob, you're awesome.
Fuck you, Bob. No, I love you, Bob. I'm so sorry. Tell Mrs. Bob I didn't say that. I'm so sorry.
I want free merch, though. I want free merch.
Tell her I'll be there for meatloaf later.
Bob is selling Mrs. Bob Qurans in the back.
Autographed. They're
signed by
autographed.
Mrs. Bob.
Fucking audiobooks read by Mrs. Bob.
That'd be amazing. Oh my god.
I would love that.
It's a great story, by the way.
Yeah.
I guess we could make audiobooks if we wanted to, of just like books that like the copyright's up. So we could just like you and me could just have whatever audiobooks we want just on tape. Should that be our merch? What book should we read to each other, Marv?
Faust, is that free?
Faust? We can look it up. It's probably it's old. It's probably free.
It's really old.
If bookstores like have a version of it, like if there's a Barnes and Noble version of it, the rights are up.
Okay.
So like all the Shakespeare books, all the Oliver Twisties, all those like Frankensteinese. There's a lot of stuff you can steal.
Let's read Frankenstein-y.
Yeah, and we'll highlight it so we're like reading it at each other. It's pretty great.
I like it.
So who we got left? I think it's the whole list, right? And then we're gonna. Okay, so yeah, I was gonna talk about how fucking Dawn was expecting this to be a grand open mic by Lakeside, but I guess she didn't account for Canada doesn't put antennas everywhere by lakes. There's no fucking reception out in the goddamn woods, Dawn.
What a hippie.
God damn it, Dawn.
Dawn really needs to
stop churning butter and like learn how Starlink works. If you stick around, I can give you some notes afterwards if you want. Benjamin Hamilton, fucking killer set.
I'm
Mark,
terrified of you.
Before I turn off the stream, I think that's everybody, right? Oh,
yeah,
Thomas
no.
Dykes.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Does Thomas Dykes want to do a set on stream, or are you cool going after off? Is Thomas Dykes alive? Thomas Dykes is dead.
Oh no!
Thanks for coming to the Hot Mess Open Mic. What'd you learn today, Marv? Before we shut off the stream and keep going in a secret way, what'd you learn today?
I learned that I didn't learn anything. I learned that Mrs. Bob is pretty cool. I learned that.
Yeah. So just saying like Mrs. Marv, is that a thing you're gonna pull?
No,
your girlfriend? Mrs. Marv ate my fancy German yogurt.
She's gonna need to earn. Mrs. Marv would never do that. Okay, first of all,
do you guys have an IRL? Before I turn off, do you guys have an IRL picture together?
No.
Then I have the only picture of you guys together in Fortnite. We're all sitting around the banjoing, waiting for Deadeye. Oh my god! Us. I have the only picture of you and your yogurt eating girlfriend together. Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks for coming to the Hot Mess Open Mic. I'm gonna turn the stream off now.